What is a buyer's agent? Do I need one? Okay, so you may not be at the point in your life where you're buying a house, or maybe you are. Maybe you're downsizing, or maybe you know somebody, a grandchild or a friend or a son or a daughter that's looking to purchase a home. Okay, so many people believe going right to the listing agent is the best thing to do. Hey, that's your prerogative if you want. Okay, I'm a listing agent. A lot of people like to come right to us, and that's fine. But let's talk about what a buyer's agent does, and do you need one when buying a home? Okay, so real estate transactions normally have two real estate agents involved. You've got the listing agent who works for the seller, who markets the property and negotiates on behalf of the seller, and then you have the buyer's agent who negotiates the most favorable price and terms for the buyer. Okay, so 87% of folks use a buyer's agent. Okay, 87% of buyers will use a buyer's agent. Okay, so what does this buyer's representative do? Is it wise to go in without one? We'll answer that question in a second. How much money does it cost you for that? We'll answer that in a second too. Okay, but what does a buyer's representative do? They negotiate the best fair market price on a home for you. They walk you through the very convoluted process of purchasing a home. They connect you with the title company. They connect you with financing if needed, home inspectors, contractors, and various other professionals that are needed during the transaction, even movers. Okay, now these people that your agent's going to connect you with oftentimes are tried and true professionals that they've referred to somebody else. So this is good stuff, guys, okay? They help you discuss the inspection report thoroughly. Now, if they've connected you with a good inspector, even if it's a newer construction, that report should look anywhere between 20 and 80 pages long. There's a lot of information on there, and it's not always good to ask for every single item on there. You got to be reasonable, but your real estate agent, your buyer's agent, is going to look out for your best short and long-term success and interest with that property. They're going to coach you on exactly what to ask as far as credits or as far as repairs. Okay. Oftentimes as well, to answer that question, is it wise to go in without one? If you're going in without a buyer's agent, you're going up against an agent that does this for a living. They sell hundreds of houses, maybe. Well, the average agent sells like 3 houses a year. But if you're going against, somebody that does a lot of volume, okay, they sell dozens and dozens and maybe hundreds of houses. And you're going in after, maybe buying or selling 2 or 3 houses or even 5 or 10 houses, but you're not going to have you're not going to have, maybe not going to have those negotiating skills that agent has. And there's really no point in doing that because let's get back to who pays the buyer's agent commission. The seller's agent is paying the buyer's agent's commission almost every time. So there's almost no cost 99% of the time to have the buyer's agent do the bull work for you. So if there's no cost and you have money to save, why wouldn't you do it? Right? Makes sense, right? So are there situations where the buyer would be responsible for paying the buyer's agent's commissions? Of course. It's not for free, okay, because this person probably has a family to feed. This is their job. This is what they do. So if the listing agent is not paying a commission, okay, if they are paying a tiny commission that doesn't cover your agent's gas, their overhead, and all of that, well, you should have previously signed an agreement with your buyer's agent that states everything they're going to do for you, what they expect from you, and also lays out a number in the event where they don't get paid that you're basically going to be paying out of pocket or through a mortgage over the course of your loan, 15, 30 years, etc. Okay, so you're going to want to sit down with an agent to discuss those details. But guys, 99% of the time, you're not paying a buyer's agent. Okay, what is the other time when they could charge you? Well, if you find a home for sale by owner. But I want you to keep in mind, realtors love going up against for sale by owners because for sale by owners often sell about 15% under where a real estate agent could have listed and sold that house. Okay, so keep that in mind, by the way. If you know somebody that's trying to do a for sale by owner, you're going to get probably about 15% more So even if an agent has a commission of 6 or 7 or even 8%, which is pretty unheard of, if they have that, well, it's a wash. You know that you're going to be able to pay for them to do all their services and live stress free and still make a pretty decent extra excess profit.